Good morning, students.
Good morning, Miss.
I am Miss Tia. I am an English teacher. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hello everyone. Welcome to English with Miss Tia. Dalam pembukaan tadi, sang guru memperkenalkan dirinya dengan mengatakan, I am Miss Tia. I am an English teacher. Kemudian beliau mengatakan, Can you please introduce yourself? Situasi seperti ini seringkali kita jumpai dalam kehidupan sehari-hari. Misalnya, ketika kita masuk ke sekolah baru, ke lingkungan baru, atau kita bertemu dengan seseorang yang baru kita jumpai, di mana kita perlu memperkenalkan diri. Dalam pelajaran kali ini, kita akan belajar tentang introducing ourselves, atau memperkenalkan diri. Now, let us see the following example.
Hello. Let me introduce myself. My name is Catherine Wilson. You can call me Ketty. I am from Jakarta. I live in Serpong, in Tangerang, on Jasmine Street. To be precise, I live at Jasmine Street number 2, Serpong. My hobby is listening to music. My favorite color is red. My favorite food is fried chicken. Thank you for your attention.
Dalam contoh monolog tadi, sang anak memperkenalkan dirinya dengan mengatakan, Hello. This is the example of greeting. After that, she said, Let me introduce myself. It is an example of opening. After that, she said, My name is Catherine Wilson. You can call me Kathy. This is example of name. Next, she said, I am from Jakarta. It is the example of telling the origin. Next, she said, I live in Serpong, in Tangerang, on Jasmine Street. To be precise, I live at Jasmine Street number 2, Serpong. It is telling address. Next, she said, my hobby is listening to music. My favorite color is red. My favorite food is fried chicken. This is the example of telling hobby or favorites. And the last, she said, Thank you for your attention. This is the example of closing. After listening to the example, so do you know how to introduce ourselves? Now, here is the explanation. First, we can start to introduce ourselves by greeting. For example, Hi, hello, good morning, etc. Second, we can use opening. For example, let me introduce myself. I would like to introduce myself, or I'd like to introduce myself. Third, we can tell our name. You can start by telling your complete name. For example, my complete name is, my name is. Then we can continue with the nickname. For example, you can call me blah blah blah, or my nickname is. Fourth, we can tell the origin. For example, I am from, or I'm from, or I come from. The fifth, we can tell our address. For example, you can use I live in, I live on. To be precise, I live at. Precisely, I live at. We can use in, on, and at to tell place or address. The word in is usually followed by name of city or village or housing complex. For example, I live in Tangerang. I live in Citraraya, or I live in Cluster Persada. Second, we can use I live on, followed by more specific, usually by name of street. For example, on Jalan Citraraya Timur, on Jalan Kartini, and we can also use at, followed by very specific address. Usually use number of the house. For example, I live at Jalan Citra Raya Timur, number 2. Sixth, we can tell about hobby or favorites or what you like. You can say, my hobby is listening to music, or my hobbies are listening to music and singing. Next, we can tell, my favorite color is blue, or my favorite colors are red and black. Besides that, we can also tell about favorite food. For example, my favorite food is fried chicken. In general, we can use I like or I love to tell about hobbies or favorites. Last, we can use a closing. For example, it's nice to meet you. It's a pleasure to meet you. Or thank you for your attention. Now it's your turn. It's time for you to introduce yourself using the right vocabulary and the sentence structure. You can use the steps to introduce yourself in the previous explanation. That's all the video about introducing ourselves. Thank you.